Nice to meet you, Jerry.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Cunningham.
Is 15 minutes good for you today?
I got some other meetings today, so if we can cut it down to 10 minutes, that'd be great. But if not, I can probably spare 15 if it's worth my time.
All right, well, hopefully this is worth your time. Well, before we get into anything, I kind of stalked you a little bit on LinkedIn, and I see you like to play a lot of poker.
Yeah, I enjoy playing poker. It's a good time. I actually just got done playing. Great connections, great networking. It's just an awesome hobby. It allows me to relax, have peace of mind.
Nice. Is that how you got into Arsenal? Was it through a poker friend?
So it's funny that you asked that. Actually, yes. I was playing on a Saturday, and Saturdays are for the boys. So I was with some of my friends from college, playing for all them, and this guy was there. His name's Larry, actually, now chief executive officer of our company.
I saw that.
And he actually, I started talking to him, and I got an internship through him outside of college. And then I kind of just worked my ranks up to my current position, which is CIO. And I've been with them ever since, and it's been nice.
Well, that's awesome. It's probably pretty cool to climb through a company like that.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I don't think you can know where you're going until you know where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important that any higher up rank in a company should start within the organization at a lower down point, gradually go up the ladder to the very top.
Well, I completely agree with you. I'm honored, actually, you're having this meeting with us, since I feel like you have so many insights within your own company. It's pretty cool that you're contacting us to even try to improve from there.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, so the reason we're having this meeting is just to make sure that Gartner offers you some kind of value.
Okay.
And so what I want to go through today is your company, Arsenal's company's goals, the priorities and challenges you face, and how you personally contribute to those goals.
Sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, or?
No, let's see what you got.
Is it all right if I take a few notes while we go through this? Okay, awesome. Well, so what are your goals as a company?
Well, a company's main goal is to increase revenues, but even above that, going deeper in, is increasing your profit margins. Because if your profit margins are terrible, it doesn't matter how much your revenues are, you're not going to make a whole lot of money. But if you have great profits, a great profit margin, you can make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm. How much do you want to increase your profits by?
Probably around 10%, I would say.
Oh, okay. And so how much are your profits now? How much profits are you making right now, currently?
$1 million? 100 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's awesome to hear, because with Gartner, the more profits a company makes, the more money you guys have coming in, the more we can offer to you.
Okay.
So we cater more to bigger companies than anything else. So what's your biggest challenge currently in cutting costs and increasing profits?
Well, you pretty much said what our biggest challenge is. It's to cut our costs, cut our spending, and we do that through an array of different ways, one of which being layoffs, and we're kind of struggling right now to know where else we can cut spending. So that's where we would need you most likely to come in to help us out.
Okay, well, awesome. That is what we do as a company. And so you guys are implementing a new budget. When do you plan to start implementing that?
Yeah, so we plan to implement our new policy in about a month from now, and it's a budget policy.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's pretty close.
Yep.
Is there anyone else in on this decision?
Yeah, so the guy I spoke about earlier, Larry, our chief executive officer, I pass everything up to him, and then he makes final decisions.
Okay, so it's just you and Larry on this decision.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then who do you turn to anyone for guidance currently?
No, I tend to gather information on myself, and I don't like someone else's decision to sway me. So I like to think of things my own, look at all of the different options, and kind of evaluate our resources and go from there.
Okay, could you see having someone that's been in your position before possibly help you make some of these decisions?
Depending on the person, yes.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, so what do you think could help the most when you're trying to figure out like where to cut profits?
Not really not
maybe
really
just
100% positive on that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Where do you think you could help us out the most?
I mean, I'm just trying to gauge your opinion, but a lot of companies tell me that they just want to see what their competition's doing.
Okay. Yeah.
And at Gartner, the software we give you guys, it enables you to compare yourself to every other company in the whole market. So not just the top competitors, it takes in your stats, how much you're doing, and it compares you to companies that are pretty comparable to you.
Yeah, it'd be great to see our competitors, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So here at Gartner, what we can do for you is we can, first off, we offer the Gartner self-assessment tool where you enter your current revenues, profits, all the information. It only takes about 20 minutes to fill out this form, and then using the Gartner database, it comes back at you with a full document saying where you can cut spending, where we recommend you're spending too much or too
Sounds
little.
great.
And then, so we do that, and then another thing we do is we offer to the CIOs of the companies an executive partner where they can go in and you just can give them ideas, and then they'll spit ideas back out at you.
Okay.
Because all of our executive partners, they are previously CIOs, and
Okay.
they all have different kind of experiences.
So they know where I've been.
Mm-hmm, so they
Where
know
I
where
am.
you've been, and they know where you could possibly go.
Okay.
And then another thing at Gartner we do is we compare your vendor contracts. So we look at what other companies' contracts with a certain company are and what your contracts with that same company are, and we see if there's a misconnect.
Great.
And if those are renegotiable, we always encourage you guys to renegotiate there.
Okay.
So basically what we covered was the document database, the executive contacts,
Mm-hmm.
the Gartner self-assessment tool, and then the vendor contract comparison. And we have many more tools than that, but those are the tools I really see benefiting you the most.
Okay.
Do you have, is there anything else you would like Gartner to help you out with, or?
No, I mean, the main thing for us is just to find out where to cut our spending, and then to help us increase our profits. So depending on how much you can increase our profits by, and really what the price of your service is, it's all going to depend on that.
Okay, well, here we'll start with, so with what the package I think you'd be getting, the figure you'd be spending would look like this.
It's a little steep.
Mm-hmm. But when you're a company making $100 million a year, a $50,000 expenditure, especially for what we offer, which the vendor contract comparison, the self-assessment tools to see where you gain and lose money. I've already ran a few numbers just looking from the outside of your company, and I think we can make you up to like an extra $5 million a year. So a $50,000 expenditure for $5 million profit growth is definitely
Yeah, it's really good.
pretty good investment. So
It sounds pretty good, actually.
is there any other problems you might have?
Yes. So one of the complaints I have is obviously on the cost. That's a pretty huge complaint. And then as far as the executive partner goes, I mean, how am I going to know I'm going to like the executive partner? And what if it's not an executive partner that I like? Is there another one that you can offer me?
Well, yeah, that's actually a problem that many people ask us, but we have multiple executive partners, and all of them it's their full-time job. It's the only thing they focus on. So they're willing to allocate as much time as they need to help you reach your goals. And many of them get pretty passionate about it because they see like themselves in those same positions, and they love to see the growth in companies. So the executive partners will always be there for you. You'll get their personal cell phone number, and they'll always be there to help you out. They'll actually visit you once a month to just talk in person and like walk around the company, see what's going on, and really dive into it.
Okay.
Is there any other complaints or anything you have, or?
No, I mean, that was the main complaints that I had, so it sounds pretty good. I'll have to obviously go give Larry this information and see what he thinks. See what he thinks about the cost, see what he thinks about the return. But yeah, I mean, looking at this $50,000 number right here, if you turn that into the $4 million, I think that's like a really, really good return. And I think we can make that happen.
Well, obviously I want to help you talk to Larry about all this. So how about we get together and we can, or you just help me get some information so I can
Okay.
make a complete document detailing every expense we can help fix and like how profits, how we can get some more profits for you guys. Because I want to come up to Larry and just give him all the information we can just to make sure this goes through, especially with only a month to go until you guys make this budgeting change. I feel like I can help you guys out there in that short time period.
You already have my email. Let me write down Larry's. You can send us an email.
Well, how about we meet up sometime this week? How about, it's Monday now, how about we meet up on Friday around 3 o'clock? Does that work for you?
I will have to check my schedule, but I think Friday at 3 o'clock would work. I'll have to check with Larry, but I believe that will work.
All right. And will I be meeting on Friday with you and Larry?
Yes, it will be the two of us.
The two of you guys. Okay, well, I'll give you a follow-up call on Wednesday to see if that's all still in motion, and then we'll just go from there.
Thank you very much.
All right, nice to meet you.
Yep.